At some point today, you're going to stop, drop, and do 22 push-ups. Chances are you've already know about the social media movement that we're going to learn more about this morning on our show. The campaign is called 22 Push-Ups Canada. Have you heard about this? The movement is in partnership with Wounded Warriors Canada as well, and the aim is to raise awareness for PTSD, also mental health, and our veterans and first responders. Joining us with more this morning via Skype is Scott Maxwell. Scott is the Executive Director of Wounded Warriors Canada, and we say a good Tuesday morning to Scott. Scott, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
It is a pleasure to have you, sir. We're working on some video issues we have with you this morning, but I can still hear you. So tell us more about what this is all about, 22 Push-Ups Canada, Scott.
Yeah, it's an educational and awareness campaign to bring attention to the staggering levels of suicide that both the United States deals with. 22 veterans take their lives each day, and in Canada we know that we've lost more veterans to suicide during the period we were in Afghanistan than those that were killed in Afghanistan. So our numbers, while not as high given the change in size of population, nevertheless are very real and something that we need to bring an end to in Canada, because one suicide is one too many.
Yeah, it certainly is. There's no doubt about that. Now, I found out about this on social media just early last week. It seemed to be picking up steam. Tell us a bit about, if I wanted to start today, what I had to do and what the ask is here, Scott.
Yeah, well, the key is it's kind of a peer-to-peer awareness and fundraising approach. So you nominate somebody to do the 22 push-up challenge over 22 days, so 22 push-ups for 22 days. And in so doing, the goal is to ask those that want to participate and commit to doing it to donate $22 to Wounded Warriors Canada. And then after they're successful, they nominate a friend, family member, or colleague to do the very same thing, with the idea that it will spread not only regionally, provincially, but nationally, to bring awareness to this all too important cause.
And then in turn, you kind of post a video, I understand, of yourself doing the push-ups. Does that have to be a part of it, or is it optional?
Well, I mean, social media is good. Video is a powerful piece to social media, so everyone's definitely encouraged to share them actually doing the challenge, to show that they are in fact completing the challenge, and just to show that they stand behind and beside those that are suffering with an operational stress injury like PTSD or are family members affected by suicide.
We're showing some videos of, I believe it's the Snowbirds doing push-ups. There's some Ottawa Senators hockey players doing push-ups as well. We've seen these things before, you know, when it comes to raising awareness with PTSD. We've had the service dogs on, and we've also had the Guitars for Vets on. Tell us a bit about how much these things are helping our veterans right now.
Yeah, there's three parts for us. The way we see it, and why we're proud to be partnered with this campaign, is that it's education, it's awareness, and it's fundraising, all at once. That's the success of these broad-based campaigns, similar to what happened with ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, is that if we can be successful in not only just doing the push-ups, but informing the discussion, education, awareness, and fundraising at the same time, that this has the ability to raise awareness in the country, inform Canadians about why this is, why some of the factors that cause suicide, and the realities of our ill and injured Armed Forces members, veterans, first responders, and their families, and fundraise to support Wounded Warriors Canada's investment in programs like PTSD service dogs or equine therapy, or the whole array of programs that we fund across the country. Then this would be a monumental success for Canada.
We're going to show a clip of a very powerful video you sent me on Friday that I watched, and was just something else to watch. Tell us a bit about what this video is about.
Yeah, well, it's a video that really relates, in a sense, to this campaign. It's the title of the video is "Invisible Injuries." We did this PSA up because we wanted to inform the discussion, get this on television, which we've been successful in doing across the country. And it was paired with our partnership with Paul Gross's latest film on Afghanistan, Hyena Road, which played as the PSA before the movie screened. So this video basically highlights faces of sufferers who have lived, three veterans who live with PTSD every day to this day. One is General Dallaire, another is Lieutenant Colonel Chris Linford, and another one is Corporal David McDonald. And what the key is that you can't, in looking at them, you would never think there's anything actually wrong with these individuals. But you'll see when you play the video, if you haven't already, how powerful invisible injuries truly are.
Yeah, here's just a quick clip of invisible injuries here at Global News Morning.
when I got back from tour, I changed.
The last 10 years have been tough. The mood swings, the anger, the walking on eggshells.
Just a small clip from that video. I do encourage you to head to the Wounded Warriors website or on YouTube to find that Invisible Injuries. We got about 30 seconds before we got to get out, Scott. I wanted to mention the hat that you're wearing this morning. You want to give a shout out, right?
Yes, of course. Every time I'm in Halifax or Nova Scotia, of course, I always try to represent this HMCS Sackville as best as I can, and we can as a charity. We are trustees of the ship and very proud of the historical component of the Sackville and want to keep that legacy alive and help with the restoration and any other way we can.
Excellent stuff. And before we get out of here, have you done your 22 push-ups today? How many days in are you? How are you feeling?
Incredibly, I can't believe that I haven't been nominated yet. We're going to be launching.
Really?
We're going to be launching our formal partnership with 22 Push-Ups Challenge today. So I think that'll probably spur some friends and family members of mine to catch on and say, "Okay, Scott, you're next." So I'm assuming I'll be nominated by day's end.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm waiting for a nomination as well, too. So if you know someone who knows someone out there,
it's coming.
I'm ready to stop, drop, and give as well. So
it's coming to you from me.
Exactly. Okay, Scott Maxwell, Executive Director of Wounded Warriors Canada. Thanks for getting up early. We appreciate this. Take care, man.
Anytime. Cheers.
Drop, thank, and give. 22 Pushups Canada. More information right there on your screen. I do encourage you to get there and sign up. 22pushups.ca, and they're also on social media.